What time is it?
It's
Not so late.
5 to 10. 5 to 10.
I'll tell you what. I'll sing one more now, and then people can chip in what they want. If people want to take off, totally great. It'll be kind of like a cool, calm time to do that. I will eat some delicious pasta, because I haven't eaten much today. And then if anyone's still hanging out in 20 minutes, then I'll play a couple more songs to just sort of like have a little, have a little time like that.
Stick around.
But it'll be good to have you. Yeah. Okay, so here's this one for now. This one does seem perfect for now. Someone just asked for it, so here. The neat thing for me about the songs that I've written is that they keep meaning more to me as time goes on. They don't mean less. They don't feel like old songs from a different part of my life that don't feel appropriate anymore. They actually feel more and more and more appropriate. And I think that I didn't write these songs. I think that these songs wrote me. And I think they wrote us. They wrote this night. And they're still writing it, and we're writing it together. So those dreams will raise you up. See, some kids want to be rock stars. And some kids want to be firemen. Yeah, but those dreams will mess you up if you're in it for the bright lights and the battle scars. It'll turn you into a liar, man. I don't know if I've seen a million faces. I'm not sure if I've rocked them all. All I know is I've met a lot of people, filled a lot of spaces. I've learned to jump, learned to take a fall. And if that's not living large, then I'm happy living small. Well, most of us, when we go out looking, as we do, for all our lovers and our friends, we know it's not just supposed to be about what looks good. And we know it's not really all about the Benjamin. Yeah, but business is a lot like love, and business is a lot like friendship, isn't it? Either way, if you just go out looking for what's rich and hot, you'll end up with a piece of shit. I don't know if I'll ever make $1 million, yeah. Yeah, who knows? Maybe if I'd return those calls. All I know is when I tune in, turn on and go out, it's not my radio, it's not my TV show, and it's not my rock and roll. It looks like one big fashion show. There's all these punk rock pimps and hoes, they're selling this and selling those. So does cars and phones. I mean, what's the dealio? This channel isn't clear at all. And if that's what passes these days for living large, then I'm happy living small. Yeah, I'm happy living small. think about Neil Young a lot. And the reason I'm thinking about him right now is because I recently came across a tape of him in 1970 playing on this public radio station in San Francisco. And it sounds like there are about, I don't know, a dozen people there or something like that. And it sounds like they're outside. They're all, hippies, everyone's smoking. It's really great, like they're all smoking shots. It's really cute. And it's great because he was already kind of famous, but fame was really, really different then. It was, needless to say, but there wasn't, there wasn't MTV, there wasn't Facebook, there wasn't YouTube, there wasn't any of this stuff. There was just word of mouth. And there were record labels, of course, but even they did different. And he wasn't a big, big star yet. And when I sing in situations like this, I don't imagine being a big star someday and this being like some distant memory. And I don't think at the time, I don't know what Neil Young was thinking, obviously, but I don't think at the time he was thinking about, oh, someday, I won't do these little things, or, this is just a way to get to somewhere else. He's right there with them. And I don't admire Neil Young so much just because he got all famous and stuff. I admire him because he actually seems like he really still has fun playing music, which is all I could ever dream of. So I'm going to tell you a really short and dorky Neil Young story. But it's kind of fucking awesome. And you need to know about this. You need to know about this, that Neil Young and Eddie Vedder are kind of the two rock dudes that are the closest to my heart. There are other bands and artists that I love of all different sorts, but Neil and Eddie are sort of at different times in my life really, taught me a lot about being a man, about being a musician, about a lot of things. So, my friend Adam was helping Neil Young promote a show of his. And so he was talking to Neil Young, and I was begging Adam to say, "Wait, tell Neil about me, tell me." and he called me. Adam called me up one day, and he said, "Hey, I had the chance to talk to Neil about you." And I just was speechless. And he said, "You're gonna want to sit down for this, though." And I said, "Okay." So he was telling Neil about me, and he's trying to explain to Neil Young that I'm not sort of, just sort of his buddy. Like that I've actually been in bands and done this for a living, and so he's naming the different bands, and he says Far, and Neil says, "Far?" And Adam goes, "Yeah," and Neil goes, "Far." Eddie told me about Far. That was my brain. That was Eddie loves Far. And then he shuffled around his house, and he went around, and he came back with a record called Tin Cans with Strings to You that Far put out in 1996. And he had a copy of it that Eddie Vedder had given him. So when I say I'm happy here, at this point in my career and with everything that's happened exactly the way it's happened, I am. And even if that amazing story had never happened, I would be. But that to me was just all the proof I could ever need that this is cooler than anything I ever could have dreamed up, like wanting to be a rock star. And I just... So I don't know if I'll ever see 10 million faces. You can never be sure if you'll ever rock them all, but all I know is I'll keep on meeting a lot of people, and I'll keep on filling up all these spaces, and I'll still be learning to jump, and I'll still be learning to take a fall. And if that's not living large, happy living small. Yeah, let's all sing that last one. I'll do that again. Never do this part twice, but I'll do it. I'll do it. Livin Small again. We can all sing together. And you don't have to, but you can if you want to. That sounds really cute. I've never heard people do that before. And if that's not living large, wow, that sounds really good. Then I'm happy living small. Thank you.
Thank you.